This is Long Island, where in 1776 General Washington lost 1,500 men and 30 guns battling for liberty, and on whose eastern shore the clipper ship Savannah was wrecked. Walt Whitman was born here. A U-boat once came ashore here. Lucky Lindy took off here. Long Island, home of the great Gatsby, playground of the infamous Social Register mansion wreckers, gathering place for ghosts and mysteriously moving objects, and a promised land for hundreds of thousands of suburbanites. To millions of restaurant goers all over the country, Long Island is known for its two famous delicacies, ducks and potatoes. These industries and several others in eastern Suffolk County provide work for a segment of our population, some of our neighbors, if you will, who are the subject of this film.
I didn't live like this down south. We didn't live in nothing like this.
Right down south here. It's better down there, because North Virginia is built up now. It's better. Projects and everything, yeah. My own home is safer. I can do better, yeah.
What made you come up north?
I heard a whole lot of big money making up here, and I thought just thought I could get some of it.
House. Somewhere where somebody can live.
Right now?
Yeah.
Housing project. That's right. House.
If I had my way by, I'd take a bulldozer and push them all down. If it's left up to me, that's what I do. I take a bulldozer and let's go right across, right on down the line and push them all. If you had somewhere else to go, I know I wouldn't be here. Not me. No, sir. Not yet.
You see, I'm used to everything nice. But a place like this here, you can't put nothing nice in it.
I can speak up for myself. Yeah, I can't speak up for myself at home. Now, I'm out of Virginia, too. But I'm telling the truth. And I ain't got no house nowhere. And if I don't pay rent here, this man will put me out, then I'll be fetching the street. Now, man, I may claim my rights. I'm telling the truth. Well, I didn't say you didn't have home. I said I ain't got that. I ain't got the 6 foot, and I hope I don't get it soon. Now, that's all we got. I'm telling the like it is. I'm honest. I don't own nothing but me and my wife and my children. If I leave here and go to Chicago, I ain't got nothing in Chicago. That's my boy right over there, one lane that's smoking that cigarette.
I said, you're not going to get this house yet. Like that. So she said, well, let's go see. I said, all right. So we went to the door and we knocked. He said, you got an ad in the paper here where you want to rent this house. He said, yeah, but I rented it. This was in January. He said, yeah, but I rented it December. I said, well, why are you running the ad? He said, well, it just ain't took it out. Yeah, but you know, during the summer, you work around here for $1 an hour, maybe $1.25, and you live on these farmers' premises. See, well, they don't charge you nothing for living on their premises in their house, you know. Now, after they get their crop in, or the season is in, but sometimes the season is bad, and you haven't saved yourself no money. But you know how much you can save out about about $50 a week. You got 4 or 5 head of kids. And then as soon as he get his crop in and bam, you know what done happened then? He tell you to get out. So you got to go now. So where's you going?
Now this potato business, there's no unemployment or nothing behind that. These packing houses, you know. Nothing behind that. He doesn't make that much when you work, and then when they're finished, goodbye, that's all.
You live in one house here, and the other one down there at the end. He can be washing his face, or you can tell when you get up and out the bed to get a glass of water or something like that. Now that's a house. There's no privacy here. Oh, this is nowhere for a dog to live in. Look, he had ducks here. He even moved his ducks. If the place wasn't good enough for his ducks.
So when the health inspector comes down here, he only goes to the cafes, that's all. I never seen a health inspector around none of these houses.
Rats don't eat you up. The filth will eat you up. The roach bug, the chinchilla, the lice. Get hot, the maggots and shoot, man. I don't want no more of these.
Look on that dog, please, coming at it.
They don't have money enough to go buy them a good pint of whiskey. So what they do, they buy them a good pint of wine and make themselves satisfied. That's the same thing they do about these houses. They can't find a decent house to live in, so what they do is live into this pit. And eventually he'll turn right like it. Right like it.
Down! You want to try to keep your butt home now? You're always into something. Shut up! I don't know why they broke it. Why they can't? I don't know why they don't play together. Look at my little mama.
Nowhere. It's not in a decent place where you can go take a, you know what I mean.
$15 a week?
$15 a week.
Yeah, $15 a week.
You got a toilet inside?
No.
How can I stay clean and don't have nowhere to take a bath at?
Oh, then you have to use a tub. You know, one of them number 2 tubs or whatever you call it. You know, the big round tub.
You get up in the morning, you go to work. You come back, you may walk right into nothing where you used to sleep at. Then if you go to work days, will you worried to death? Suppose somebody sleep down there, the house catch a fire down there. If you don't move down at this end, you burn up again. You just don't know. Anything with one door, one window. Over there, the other week, just before this thing happened to me, 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when this fire break out over there. It's about 12 families live over there. One way out, upstairs, and the steps burned down.
How many kids do you have surviving now?
2, 4. I have 4. I have 3 dads. One died childbirth, and the other 2 died there.
When we came in, I seen the smoke, and I ran back to the house. And Lord, she was screaming, and I saw little mama, my other daughter. And I said, "Where Princess?" She said, "I told Pook to come out, but Pook wouldn't come out." And I called and called and called, and she wouldn't answer me. Then I went and that first when I broke that through and pulled that stream out, and I couldn't see nothing then. And so we waited till the 5 minutes come, and the 5 minutes come, I walked away from the house then. Because I figured she was dead, you know, because it was so long, because they didn't get after 1 o'clock when they got you.
And my husband, he found the little girl arm. Who you talking about right back there? Saw the little girl arm. But the little girl was already buried.
They didn't like to me, they was burned. They wasn't burned nothing. But the ones that got inside of them, the bird had come. It looked just like the first. I kissed one of the baby and looked, and the little skin moved off her jaw, you know.
Listen, you know, it's funny. But you take people like us. It's funny. Well, we ain't the best people in the world. But now everybody, of course, you see, go out there and pick up a potato or something. They're not bad. But they just can't do no good.
I guess there's more people here now than it was 12 years ago. I guess it is. It's more crowded in here now than it was 12 years ago. But that's about all. This place and the people have been looking the same and doing the same for the last 15 years, I guess. People from the NAACP and from everywhere else, they used to come, they took pictures, they did this, like I said before, and they talked and they talked and they talked, and that's been going on for years, and nobody never done nothing.
Nobody never did anything.
This here thing been starting for a long time, and they ain't got nowhere yet.
Somebody should do something. Somebody should try to help somebody do something.
They sure made nice promises.
This movie was shot on the last weekend in May, 1964. Less than a month later, 2 of the homes you just saw had been destroyed by fire. A man, a community, a civilization either takes responsibility or it does not. There is no middle course. To have seen with one's own eyes the terrible price of indifference, be it global or local, is lesson enough. Or is it? A housewife can shove just so much trash under the rug. Eventually, the room will stink, the furniture will tilt, and people, unable to keep their balance, will fall down.